many guys pregnant. I've done it 7 times in the last 2 years. The day before my birthday, I got 4 times before they got me out of the house. And I wouldn't let them put me in a stretcher. I got on Easter, 4 bikers jumped me. They had a thing called a storm party. They stormed on my head. And then he dragged me in the street, turned me around, put me on my stomach, and grabbed my hand and spit out the front of my brain. I had amnesia 13 days. I had blood in the frontal lobe of my brain, which gives you reasonable thinking. So like at a time, you think smashing that kid in the head with a reckless reasonable thinking, and that's what that does to you. I've been clean the children 11 years.
The what, treasurer?
No, I've been clean and sober 11 years. My mother asked me if I quit drinking and doing drugs until she dies, and the doctor told me she had a year. 11 and a half years. And I said sober the whole time.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
I had the coronavirus so bad, they had me in a lockup in Brookline, which was an abandoned roller skating rink. And it had dummy walls and shit. And once you went through those dummy, there was 2 tiers, all even smaller than Denham House Correction. I had no TV, no radio, no nothing. And my mother dying from about bipolar manic depressive. They declared me homicide and suicide because I stabbed the kid with a harpoon. Because he grabbed my girl's ass right in front of me. And the sergeant at arms said to me, "You gonna take care of that?" I said, "Yeah, I am." Waiting a little bit, let her calm down. Then everyone get back up. Yeah, I just heard one of my boys, he just got out of Walpole from Osmond. Me and him got into a big fight. I hadn't seen him in a few days, and everybody's like, "Oh, you don't have to worry about Chris no more." And I'm like, "What?" One kid told me he killed himself. One kid told me he got shot in the head robbing a drug dealer. And another kid told me he died. He shoots straight fentanyl. Straight fentanyl.
Everyone's dying from that shit. That's fucking crazy.
Like I said, I died 4 times. It was China White. I had it sent in the mail from Europe. I couldn't believe it. My nephew turned me onto it. Got clean and throat all the time. Everybody in my family turned against me once my mom died.
That sucks the way that is. You know, what happens a lot. Families.
Yeah, he sent me from the walk up to Bournemouth Hospital, which is right up the hill.
Oh, Bournemouth, yeah.
Down there, 4th floor. I called to get a bed from Clarkson Hospital, which is right around the corner. I could walk to the place. They called me back and said, "Oh, we gave up your bed." So I was in Clarkson Hospital for 5 days, being watched 24/7 by guards, right? The both battalion drinks, police officers. They're telling the nurses, "Oh, this is the dude that we showed up, he had a knife in the dude's throat, and this, that, and the other thing." I'm like, "Don't phone the nurse and that." They're scared of me already. Yeah, my mattress lit on fire this morning. Like half the town was there.
This is the last stop for this county.
I told the guy at the school, the prison guy, he said he come back with my glass of water.
Yeah.
I said, "What pop don't you understand? I'm allergic to water," which I am. I go, "Sit in this chair right there. Give me that glass of water." I drank it, not even 20 seconds. I threw up around the table. That was it. They got up. I came in yesterday, but I didn't even pat me down. They didn't look at my bed. Nothing. Just right through. I I said, by the way, I got a letter from my lawyer, who happens to be a federal court judge out of Denver. Once you hear federal court judge, everything turned around. I got a lock up outside, so I can leave the concert and come back as much as I want. I keep saying I'm going to my lockup. No, I had $200 in my pocket and they won't take any money in the whole place. You have to have a child card or a debit card. I couldn't find an ATM machine that would take your money, all it did was give out your money at the concert. Crazy. The guy that was running the lockers, I gave him the $10 and he put it on his card. Because I've never done that before. But he saw how much medication I have and everything. Like I'm not supposed to be in the sun, you know, Ritalin, gabapentin, all of them worth money. If that thing falls over one more time, that's 3 strikes. And it's getting punted. I made a building the trailer right now. I have an old 79 FLH.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's insane. Oh, bikes thin, the skulls. Everything's done in silver. I'm doing silver leaf on a gas tank that I made out of a football. I greased the football. I used that hot 5x window. Put a petrol in it. Threw a new cap on it. I put a 7 horns. Bullhorns coming off the tank. One time the rims of the spokes are all done in mirrors. Little pieces of mirrors. Yeah, and I'm going to do the same thing with the tank, but just from here to halfway up the tank. My father has a 69 Corvette Stingray. It's white with blue flames. From the wheels 8 times. I just got another car the other day. It's a 1934 Roadster. Got a 383 that's got a 2-door. Big the chain, can't keep the tires in the road.
Is that the rumble in the back?
And it's now it's a trunk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Massachusetts are against the law to have anybody ride them without a helmet.
Yeah, right. Good old mess.
Right. And you gotta be pretty slow, man. I couldn't fit it. That's slow. Yeah, a lot of them were screws from Deadmau5 Correction at the show. And they all knew me. They
Oh,
liked
I
me.
had the show now here?
Yeah, the other two were young guys and they retired from Braintree. My boy got caught with them. Child found heroin and found fucking cocaine. And the girl that was running the program stole the cocaine and a gun out of the police station. They called on the phone and told her they knew what happened. Shot herself in the fucking head with the gun she stole. So they had to throw her in every case that she was on. My boy bought for $1/2 pound of heroin and a pound of cocaine. He went home, no charges. Because you can't talk to who's pressing charges against you. It's a civil right. I said to the guy, well, what do you want me to do? Cut my hair too, asshole? And I'm telling him, I can't burn water. I usually don't drink soda either. I was in the hospital Friday night after the concert. They found me in Frank's passed out on the sidewalk. I was dehydrated. But that's the next 9 times I've been dehydrated. One time when they told me I screamed 32 hours straight. They had to go around my hospital room. We're not hurting you. He's just got you matter. And they couldn't give me any more sedatives or sleeping pills because they were going to overdose me. Them. They got a nut house in the top of the social hospital. Brand new. It's above the cancer unit. all the way up. That elevator doesn't go that high. Then you gotta take the stairs. One level. I had my own room. The TV was punched in with instant plexiglass. Bed was nailed to the floor.
Did you get 4 pointed?
Yeah. They tried to take my jewelry off. So they hated me. Now he's not free. I'm like, you guys want to play? I don't have glasses for town, and they've been freaking out for like days. They screwed my medication up. I was on the 15s. Then they went up to the 30s. And the board of health in Boston coming on the phone said, we need to hear from you. You can't go from the 15s to the 30s. You know? So now I'm on the 20s. They asked me when I go there, what's your pressure for? I go, you just said what it's for. You know what I mean? I go, I can't swallow food. That's good.